Hello? Ate Jazz, pwede na magpapasok?
Para kasi pag nagsalita ka, dito sila lang makakita. Hindi naman hindi ko nasabi. Ito na lang. Si Ate Kayla, alam mo si Ate Kayla? Oo, dalawa kayo. Okay lang ba ito, anak? Sige.
Good afternoon to all. Welcome to our limited face-to-face PSG Harapan 2022. This program aims to introduce the student leaders who are running for office this academic year 2022-2023. We should all take this time to learn more about them, their platforms, and their plans for the academic year that is going to come at us. So we will be showcasing the college councils and their curricular organizations, the extracurricular organizations, and of course, the Supreme Student Council that is present here with us today, here in our own Founders Hall.
So we hope that you stay tuned and attentive this afternoon. But before we begin, let us start our afternoon with a prayer, followed by the Philippine National Anthem. So thank you so much. Now, before we proceed, allow us to introduce ourselves. I am Christine Pulia, a third-year marketing student and your incumbent SSC Vice President.
And I am Jasmine Calao, a third-year nursing student and your incumbent SSC President, and we will be your hosts for this afternoon.
So first and foremost, we would like to thank everyone for being here with us today, both online and on-site. Thank you for taking the time to join us and watch us, our inspiring student leaders get burned by our panelists today.
Yes, I am so excited for that, which is why without further ado, may I call on Ms. Elmgay Valeriano, Head of the Student Welfare and Development Office, for her opening remarks.
Good afternoon, Polinian leaders. Good afternoon and welcome to this limited face-to-face activity for the Polinian student government. I welcome also those who are watching with us in YouTube and in Zoom. So after 2 years, we are back here in the Founders Hall for the Harapan. And this is very crucial because all the students, all the Polinians in St. Paul, Manila will take part in choosing and electing our student leaders for the coming school year. So I believe your education, the Polinian education that we have, enables us to really be critical in choosing our leaders. So, hindi ko na patatagalin. I hope that you will stay with us and listen to the candidates as they present to you their projects and platforms for the coming school year. Again, a big round of applause for all the Polinian student leaders. Thank you, Caritas Christi Urjet Nos.
So thank you for those wonderful remarks, Miss MG. Now it's time to start the harapan. Here with us this afternoon are the candidates running for the Supreme Student Council. So say hi to our audiences naman. Of course, our guest panelists. Syempre, our guest panelists are ready to ask the toughest questions to our aspiring SSC officers, which will be introducing to all of you later. And now, before I forget, let me greet the students on Zoom and on YouTube Live. Don't be shy to comment down on our live, and who knows, the candidates might need your support and energetic cheers. Grabe, Jazz, ramdam ko na talaga yung kaba from the students kasi this is as exciting as last year. And the only difference was we had the harapan virtually. The month of April has been a very busy month for the candidates because they have prepared, edited, and conceptualized their platforms as well as their posters for the benefit of the other students. It must have been tough for them.
Yes, sobrang agree ako dyan, Tin. So, grabe talaga yung time management ng student leaders para sa preparation for campaign, harapan, and yung nalalapit nating PSG election for this upcoming school year. From forming a team, gathering and brainstorming ideas, creating long-term goals and sustainable platforms, making campaign materials, and the constant meetings. So ngayon pa lang talaga nasusubok na yung time management and yung multitasking skills ng ating Polinian leaders. So kaya ongoing pa rin yung klase natin pero kayang-kaya pa rin nilang panindigan ang kanilang responsibilities as a leader.
Ayan, I agree with you, Jazz. Kaya na-excite ako for our student leaders kasi wag naman nating batiin, pero sana magkaroon na tayo ng gradual face-to-face classes and activities kasi for sure mas madami silang matututunan, mabubuga not just academically, but for their personal growth and development as well.
So correct ka talaga dyan, Tin. So, pero for now, bago natin mapakilala ang ating mga candidates, may I please invite everyone to open their cameras in the Zoom to have a little photo opportunity. So, ito pong mga ating live audiences, please just look at the camera there po. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Isa pa po. 1. Eng, okay na po. 1, 2, 3. Isa pa po. 1, 2, 3. Ayan. Thank you so much, everyone. Ayan. Thank you so much. So let us not waste any more time at ipakilala na natin ang ating mga candidates running for the academic year 2022-2023.
Hi everyone, I'm Ira B. Martinez, a second-year BS Psychology student and your incoming president of Polinian Psychology Circle. My advocacy is to raise awareness on the importance of mental health and help to stop the stigma, especially among students who are not taking up psychology. As a psych major, it is my duty to be a reminder for everyone that everyone has struggles that can manifest physically. Hence, the need to be educated regarding such matters. Mental illness is as real as physical illness.
Good day, my fellow Polinians. My name is Charles Brian Alcantara from the BS Psychology 2, and I am running for Vice President. My advocacy is to promote students' mental health during the transition of classes from online to face-to-face.
Hi, I'm Maria Angelica V. Madera, a first-year student studying the course of BS Psychology, and I'm running for the position of Secretary for the Polinian Psychology Circle, advocating and prioritizing the students' well-being and continue to promote safe space for them.
Hi, I'm Margaret Kala M. Concepcion from College of Arts and Sciences, first year BS Psychology student. And I'm running for the position of Treasurer in Polinian Psychology Circle. And as a Polinian, I advocate environmental awareness, the knowledge that people needed to have in order to understand the delicacy of our environment. Having this awareness implies our moral values and necessary education to acquire the knowledge and how can we sustain our environment. We are obliged to have this awareness for us to save our Mother Earth and live our life to its fullest in peace.
Hi Polinians, my name is Hyacinth Camus. In my first year, coming from the BS Psychology, I am your incoming officer in the position of auditor for the year 2022 to 2023. I advocate on empowering you to liberate yourself from the obligations of psychological instability and appreciate a positive emotional well-being.
Hi, I'm Graciela Munoz, a first-year Bachelor of Science in Psychology student, and I am running for the position of Public Relations Officer in the Polinian Psychology Circle. As a fellow student, I advocate for promoting youth leadership through active student participation by providing a student-centered channel of communication between students and the administration through representing and/or voicing out students' concerns and ideas. Because leadership is not just about leading, it's also about having a strong foundation in communication and cooperation.
Polinian Psychology Circle will facilitate webinars for online and seminars and team building activities for face-to-face that will reach out to students struggling with mental health.
Our co-curricular organization will also provide posters regarding the importance of
Body positivity,
Gender equality,
And women empowerment.
We are your incoming officers for the school year 2022 to 2023, and we are ready to serve you. Quality care for the people we care.
Want to know about the platforms we created for the College of Business and Management students? Here is the first platform prepared by the College of Business and Management incoming student council officers for the academic year 2022 to 2023.
We are going to feature one student from each course of the college and interview them regarding their experiences in their course and share some tips or advice on how to be a great Polinian student. Another priority of this platform is the posting of list of academic achievers for the semester to make the students feel motivated and encouraged to strive harder in their studies.
The second platform of the CBM Student Council is the monthly highlight.
We are going to do monthly posting of events that transpired during that month and different CBM courses. For example, sharing of experiences and what they usually do for the HRM course. Another one is choosing a course to highlight monthly to show what they have or can achieve and what it's like.
The third platform of the CBM Student Council is SC Listens. Every week, we will open and distribute a Google form to all CBM students where they may submit their concerns and difficulties, which will be addressed immediately by the officers.
The CBM Student Council for the academic year 2022 to 2023.
Hi everyone, I'm Justin Kilsainanga, Institutional Management student and running for HRCB PRO.
Good day everyone! I am Kurt Angela M. Salonga, a first-year culinary arts student, and I am running for HRCP Auditor.
Hi, my name is Francesca Nicole Ardela Cruz. I'm a first-year culinary arts student and I am running for the position of HRCP Treasurer.
Hi, good day. I am Edward James Cardaño, a first-year culinary arts student running for the position of Secretary.
Hi, my name is Dania Chanel Kapul, a third-year student from Bachelor of Science Hospitality Management, and I'm running for HRCP Vice President.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex Villanueva, a culinary arts student, and I am running for HRCP President.
Here I am here the candidate for St. HRCP organization, Caritas Christi for Juniors.
A Blast from the Past, Polinian Mentors. This is an event focusing on our previous Polinian alumni and the present students. We as an organization aim to help support our fellow hospitality students explore their opportunities and what lies ahead of them. We as a whole aim to give clarity to the students who may or may not face questions, concerns, and or admiration to the now working adults of the industry.
What will happen? Hosting a small webinar inviting Paulinian alumni such as chefs to share the experiences in the hospitality industry, giving insights on how he or she they got to where they are now.
Tara, usap tayo. An anonymous podcast/platform. Amidst e-learning, we as an organization agree that having people available to listen to you and your thoughts is essential in keeping a positive mindset and a well-balanced individual. We assure everyone that social media can be a safe space for you by having a space to talk about any problems or anxieties. We as an organization want to focus on how to help you overcome and push through your worries and struggles. We hear you and we are here for you.
One of our ideal goals is to alleviate any and all personal problems, questions, and or anxieties of our fellow Paulinians. Second is to give a day where people's feelings, emotions, and frustrations can be validated.
Ikaw at Ako, an eco-therapy movement. By offering the Ikaw at Ako movement, we aim to shine some light and positive energy to our fellow Paulinians. We as an organization would host the movement, acknowledging that it is all right to take a step back from the hustle and bustle of Athens and focus on ourselves and nature even for a little while.
The ideal goals: alleviate our batchmate from too much stress, increase the positive energy from each person has.
Hi, my name is Monica Beatrice Poliero, running for President in Junior Marketing Association.
Hi, I'm Angelica Pauline C. Correa, running for Vice President in Junior Marketing Association.
Hi, I'm Justin B. Alvarez, running for Secretary in Junior Marketing Association.
Hi, my name is Angelina De Vera, running for Treasurer in Junior Marketing Association.
Hi, my name is Josh Krishiluy and I'm running for Auditor in Junior Marketing Association.
Hi, I'm Chloe Ramos, running for PRO in Junior Marketing Association.
And here are the Junior Marketing Association platforms. The first platform of Junior Marketing Association is called Online Zoom Bazaar. The officers will host an event where students with businesses can sell or promote their products through Zoom Bazaar. The event will be held online and sellers or promoters will be grouped on breakout rooms depending on what field their products belong.
For example, breakout room number 1 is for food. Breakout room number 2 will be for clothes and so on. Visitors and buyer can enter any breakout rooms based on what they are looking for. Awards and prizes will be given to sellers with the most visitors and sales.
Marketing trends. Every Wednesday, the officers will post an update on several marketing trends from different fields per week, such as foods, clothes, makeup, accessories, and the sort. CBM students with businesses can promote and be featured in this activity.
For example, first Wednesday is scheduled for marketing trend on food, and students who wish to feature their food-related business can ask the officers to promote it in the allotted week.
Marketing Word of the Week. Every Monday, the officers will post a marketing word of the day on the official Facebook page of JMA. With each given week, the said word will be more unique than the previous one.
It will include one word per Monday that is related to the marketing field, along with its pronunciation, meaning, and sample application to business.
Hello, I am Clevin from BSCS 3.
Hello, I am Christine from BSIT 3.
And hello, I am John from BSIT 1.
And we are the running core group members of JPCS of SPU Manila Chapter.
First, what is JPCS? The JPCS is an organization of students in the field of Information and Communications Technology. The organization has 4 primary objectives. First is to promote the spirit of cooperation and fellowship among its members and with another student organization. Second, to devote more time and effort to productive activities. Third, to provide assistance to members concerning their academic problems. And fourth, to undertake, carry out, and implement programs and projects geared towards students' development.
Showcasing our aspiration and platform for the upcoming term, the running core group members of JPCS aim to provide its members with experiences that complement the knowledge the members acquire in their respective fields, thus better preparing each student for their future role as a world-class ICT professional.
Since the JPCS is committed to bring us together and help fellow CSIT students, we aim to introduce a platform or mediums that can provide the CSIT students an opportunity to learn more about themselves and what they aspire to be by providing insightful webinars or seminars. We aspire to create a community event where students can share their knowledge with their fellow classmates. This will also develop the students' camaraderie and knowledge.
Hi, this is Sofia Nicole Cabaluna, the president of the Polinian Tourism Society.
Hello there, I am Trisha Daniel Castaño, the vice president of Paul Tours.
Hello everyone, I'm Isa Marie Magcanlas, the current secretary of the Polinian Tourism Society.
Guys, this is Shakir Jane Desipida, the treasurer of Paul Tours.
Hello everyone, I am Anne Maxine Lopez, the auditor for the Polinian Tourism Society.
And hi, I am Maria Benisan Juan, PRO of Paul Tours.
Sarhay Polinians! We are delighted to welcome all of you to the Polinian Tourism Society of St. Paul University, Manila. Paul Tours, which is a co-curricular organization under the College of Business and Management, and our main goal is to be able to provide our fellow students with enjoyable yet essential activities that are fit for their chosen careers within the tourism industry. We also aim to make the students feel at home while fulfilling our duties to serve them with integrity and passion, as we believe that countless dreams and plans will be accomplished by working hand in hand with one another.
The Polinian Tourism Society has been able to conduct several exciting activities for the past years, all of which are dedicated to enhancing the expertise and talents of the students for their future endeavors. These activities range from tours, ushering services, assemblies, and other tourism-related events.
Despite the pandemic brought about by COVID-19, which severely hindered all tourism-related activities both inside and outside the campus premises, the Polinian Tourism Society was able to continue its interactions with the students through conducting informative webinars with guests from tourism industry itself and various online activities.
We are sincerely looking forward to everyone's support and participation in the different activities that our organization will be conducting throughout this academic year of 2022 to 2023. Exciting events and online activities await, so do come along and let us experience it all together.
As we prepare ourselves into the new normal for the tourism industry, we invite you to join us with the Polinian Tourism Society to restart tourism right here, right now at St. Paul University, Manila. We promise to give you a year of fun, learning, and new discoveries about our program. Truly, it's more fun with Pol Tours.
Once again, we are pleased to welcome everyone to the Polinian Tourism Society, where all of our dreams will start to take off. May we all have fun yet meaningful journey ahead of us. Thank you and God bless to all. Caritas Christi Urgent 1.
Hi, I'm Maria Sofia Valerie A. Santos, running for the next president of the SINA Student Council. As a leader, I believe that genuine listening and empowerment can be used to be of service to you all Polinars.
Hi, I am Cardini Salapas from BSN3, running for the position of Vice President. My raison d'etre is to make visions into reality by establishing proactive communication, because I am confident that will always lead to great results.
Hi, I am Osmo Eduardo and I am running for Student Council Secretary. And with the heart of a true listener, I promise you that I will be there in the times of need.
Hello, my name is Bea Paneza and I'm running for SINA Student Council Treasurer. Choose a leader who is responsible, accountable, and compassionate to listen to the needs of the students.
Hi, I'm Denise Ida Solano, running for SINA's Auditor, and I believe transparency, accountability, and responsibility are all qualities that a leader must possess.
Hi, I am Princess Alina, and I'll be running for Piero of SINA Student Council. I believe that a Polinian leader should have a vision aligned with the 5 core values and understand what it will take to attain the goal.
As nursing leaders, we have developed platforms suitable and invested in our nursing student needs. These are Kalingang Agapay, Polinian Reinforcement, Nursing Samahan, Nurses Line, SINA's Mentorship Programs, Nurture with Nurses Program, and many more. There are many possible platforms that we could do with your help and cooperation in the next academic year. Trust us and have hope, for we nursing student leaders have promised to be always on call to serve you all.
Hello guys! Discuss na natin yung tagline natin this year para sa elections. May ideas ba kayo? Do you have any ideas? Well, kasi yung logo natin, nagsisimbolize siya ng lamp ni Florence Nightingale, di ba? So siguro about light?
In light of something?
Illuminate. Kung illuminate, pwedeng illuminating.
What if leading the way?
Hindi. Ito. Leading illuminating light.
Ano?
Ha?
Ha?
Yun!
Ayaw niyo ba?
Hindi, alam ko na. Information, nurse, infonertion.
The infonertion for informed polynurses.
And now, may we present to you this coming year's platforms of Infonertion. We want to be more informed, bringing you the latest and relevant updates hot and fresh. We want you to be more equipped, packing our year with the most riveting, most informative workshops that can build your confidence in writing, creating, and reporting. We want to be more established by publishing a magazine that showcases what it means to be a proud polynurse writer and more. We want you to be more engaged, ensuring that our team grows with a promising open house for our aspiring writers. We want you to be more inspired, igniting the competitive fire within and blazing the trail to absolute awesomeness with contests and other interactive platforms. And of course, we want to be more involved by participating in the campaign of one of our partner organizations, the Polinian Environmental Society. Being an organization that heavily relies on research, we stand with ECOSIA. We stand with the environment. So here we are, Infonertion, for informed polynurses.
Thank you so much, candidates. I hope that the students watching us from Zoom and YouTube are listening to what their future set of officers are promoting for their colleges. Let us also wish success to the next set of officers of the college councils, as well as the co-curricular and extracurricular organizations. Now, bago tayo pumunta sa exciting part, let us first hear a short intermission song from our very own Miss Anne Salazar, the Supreme Student Council Treasurer.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm truly playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try to find gravity. I think I'll try to find gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity. And you won't bring me down. I'm too accepting limits. Cause someone said I saw some things that cannot change. But till I try, I never know. Too long I've been of losing love, I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes out much too high, it does. But soon I defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you won't bring me down. As soon as I defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you won't bring me down, bring me down.
So thank you so much, Miss Anne Salazar. So before tayo pumunta sa ating harapan proper, may mga gusto lang po kami itanong sa ating mga audiences. So ano pong masasabi nyo sa mga pinakitang platforms or plans ng ating mga candidates for the next academic year? So chat po tayo sa ating Zoom or sa YouTube Live at magtatanong rin po tayo dito sa ating live audiences.
Ayan, so our first audience, our first student who will participate is Miss Sofia Heron. So ano masasabi mo sa mga platforms na presented earlier?
So, wait lang ha, medyo nabigla ako sis. I'm looking forward to all of them kasi parang some of them integrated face-to-face interactions then, face-to-face plans. And even though gagraduate na, I'm looking forward to support them kahit virtually lang. So, congrats and I wish everybody good luck.
Ayan, thank you, Ate Sofia. So next naman, si Mr. Osmel Gerardo. Ano masasabi mo sa mga pinakitang na plans and platforms ng mga candidates natin kanina?
Hello everyone, good afternoon. So for our platforms, I can say that it's actually really exciting. And yun nga, good luck. That's because it will benefit the students, and yes, we can actually help each other next year. So yes, it's really exciting. So good luck to everyone.
So Thank you so much. Ayan, Tin, sino pa ba?
Okay, so for the next one, let's have Miss Ana Lu Santos.
Grabe yun. Siguro exciting din kasi syempre lahat naman ng students natin is inaabangan yung ibang face-to-face na prepared activities ng iba't ibang orgs and councils. And syempre, yung mga online din na na-prepare nila. And looking forward ako sa successful school year for next.
Ayan, thank you so much. Just next.
Ayan, dito na po tayo kay Marco. Ayan, Marco, ano po masasabi niyo sa mga present na plans and platforms na ating candidates kanina?
Very interesting po. So I'm wishing them all good luck po. And sana mag-benefit yung student body so much.
So thank you so much. Ayan, tanungin naman natin ang ating SSC candidates. Siyempre, baka magkaroon ng time sila ang makatrabaho nyo. So anong masasabi nyo sa mga pinakita nilang platforms and plans?
Ayan, we are looking forward on behalf of the team. We are very looking forward to work with them face to face. Kasi alam mo, Ate Jess, di ba super hirap mag-work with online things, meetings and all with the preparations. Pero ngayon na medyo hybrid na tayo, I'm very much looking forward sa mga ideas na may share namin face to face. Ayan.
Ayun, so thank you. Sabi nyo nga, di ba, papunta na tayo sa exciting part. So excited ako to be part of every project na mangyayari sa St. Paul community. And yun lang, ngayon pa lang, I'm so proud sa fellow student leaders ko sa lahat ng na-conquer na natin at gagawin pa nating platforms, advocacies, and the sort. So thank you so much sa lahat ng umattend. Di pa tayo tapos. Papunta pa lang tayo sa exciting part.
Na-spam na yung exciting, so hindi ko na masyadong sasabihin. Lahat excited kasi. Pero sa mga nakita nating platforms, look, we survived 2 years online, tama di ba? And now we're moving towards hybrid and F2F. So, mga collaborations natin, I want to be with more people, I want to be in contact, and I'm really looking forward to that and be more intimate with our fellow students. That's as much as I can say for now since nasabi na karamihan na gusto ko sabihin.
That's true po. So everyone's pretty much excited and whatnot. And I could say the same. So far we will really try our best to have all these hybrid events that all of you are looking forward to. And yes, ikaw po ate.
Sa mga nakita po namin na platforms ng mga other student leaders, sobrang nakaka-excite po talaga na makatrabaho sila and we're all looking forward po since ang gaganda po ng mga ideas nila.
Ayan, so let's have Joseph Dator from Zoom. Ayan. So what can you say about the platforms?
It's all very exciting po. I saw a lot of things like a podcast and of course highlighting certain Polinians who excel in these platforms. So I'm very excited rin po also. They said po nga po hybrid and in-person. And of course, as someone who's not out of the country po, I understand po how very, very exciting all of it po is. Yes.
Ayan, so thank you so much ating SSC candidates. Ayan, so gusto ko naman malaman yung opinions ng ating Zoom and Facebook Live audiences. So kindly chat, excited na ba kayo na makita sila in the next school year? Anong masasabi niyo sa mga platforms and plans na sinabi nila? Ayan, ayan, napakahusay daw. Oo nga. Ang gagaling ng mga student leaders ngayon. Sobrang ganda ng mga platforms na nabuo nila. Kahit ako na-excite ako. Like last year ko na next year. So sobrang nakaka-excite nga na yung huling taon ko talagang excited for the year ahead. Excited to work with y'all. Ayan. Mga student leaders din ang ating mga nagko-comment dito. Ayan. Ikaw, Tin, ano masasabi mo?
Alam mo, Jazz, yung pinaka natuwa ako sa Infonation. Kasi kitang-kita kita dun eh. Grabe!
Thank you po.
Very witty yung performance, no, Miss Emmy.
Thank you po. Credit po 'yun sa aming creative director. Siya po ang nag-isip, tsaka po yung EIC namin. Ayan. Okay na po. So, ayan, ito na ang exciting part. So, bago tayo magsimula, Tin, ano ba ang guidelines ng ating harapan for today?
Ayan, so wag na nating patagalin. So each panelist will ask one question for the group. The panelist may also opt to ask a question to a specific candidate during the interview. There's no time limit in answering the panelist's question, but specific and concise answers are highly encouraged. If time permits, we can entertain questions from the viewers in the Zoom or YouTube Live. Now,
Ayan. So, may we introduce our guest panelists for this afternoon. So, may I call on Miss Elgay Valeriano to introduce our esteemed guest panelists for our PSG Harapan 2022.
Hello, hello, hello again sa inyong lahat, mga Polinians. So, I am happy that finally, after 2 years, we are back in this hall to listen once again to our dear student leaders. No? I'm sure, sabi nga ng mga comments kanina, excited talaga silang makapagtrabaho. At natutuwa tayong makita ang isa't isa face-to-face. So, salamat sa mga nandito ng mga student leaders na pumunta sa St. Paul para makinig sa ating programa, lalo na sa ating mga Supreme Student Council. So, let me introduce to you our panelists for this afternoon. I will start with, of course, ladies first. So, she is very popular in the campus. You know what? When she was a student leader, I was already here in St. Paul. Oh, medyo na yun medyo may ilang taon na kaya si Miss sa St. Paul, no? Okay. So, this student, she was a student leader herself, and she's one of the very creative student leaders I know. So, she's now the digital marketing strategist at Raxo Creative Technology, a content producer of Pinas Forward Iboto Philippines, an artist, a theater artist, I would say. So, and a very active volunteer in her community. Let us please welcome Miss Lottie Elemia Abad. Our next panelist is a graduate of St. Paul University, Manila with a computer science degree in 2011. He proceeded to take his master's in Museum and Library Incorporated, which was a national finalist in the recently concluded Search for the 10 Accomplished Youth Organizations in the Philippines. Their most recent activity is organizing the Lenny Wanag sa Diliman last April 24. Through the organization, he has been a resource person for leadership talks and team building activities for school organizations. Today, Mr. Kerwin Fortes works as a senior automation engineer for Finasta Philippines, a financial software company, and also a part-time professor in St. Paul University, Manila College of Business and Management. And I'm very proud to say he is one of the outstanding Polinian students of the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kerwin George Fortes.
And so thank you, Ms. MG, and good afternoon to our panelists. Before we start, we would like to remind everyone that the opinions of the leaders spoken today are not entirely opinions of the university, but just personal opinions. So refrain from posting any malicious comments in the chat and comment box. Let us remember to promote the value of respect and proper communication. You can, however, comment down questions that you want to ask the candidates after the panelists, because as mentioned earlier, if time permits, we will be getting questions from you. So now, may I invite the candidates of the Supreme Student Council to introduce themselves, followed by their video presentation and the question and answer portion with the panelists.
Good afternoon po to everyone who's present here today, physically and virtually. And I am Katrina Ann E. Menjola from BS Psychology 2, running for the position of auditor under ADHICA Party List for the Supreme Student Council. As a student leader po, I advocate for hope, motivation, and inspiration for everyone, especially for those students or people in general who's having a hard time dealing with their mental well-being. And one of the things that we should also consider during this time is helping each other when they're needing it, and nobody should left behind. As a student leader po, I can say that I'm a type of leader who's passionate, hard worker, and honest. I can say that I work by my heart, and I put God at the center of everything that I do. Thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carla May R. Tulling. I'm from BSN 1, and I'm running for the position of treasurer under the Adhika party list. So, what kind of leadership do I employ? I am a transformational leader, and which is why I am an active student leader, because I have went through a lot or a number of events, both in school and outside school, national and international. And after going through these events, I was able to develop my skills drastically, which is why I am advocating for youth empowerment, highlighting the core value of charism. And I also believe that developing these skills to our fellow students will equip them to become more competent and to be able to go through this ever-changing world. That would be all. Thank you.
Joining with us through Zoom is our Assistant Secretary, Joseph Marie Dator.
Yes, hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Josie.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Joseph Dator. I'm a BSN 1 student and I'm running for the position of Assistant Secretary. As a student leader, I'm very passionate and I value collaboration as a whole. And growing up in St. Paul, I value our core values most importantly. And as a secretary and my position for running for SSC, I think it's very important that we go back to our roots and put our core values as the front runner of our daily lives. So with that, I'm very excited to work and collaborate with other organizations to highlight our core values, like I said. Yes, thank you.
Mic test. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Edric Lantin of BSN2, and I am running as the Secretary of the Supreme Student Council. Well, ang aking sa ngayon, ang iniisip ko for advocacy is for camaraderie among students. Since online classes, na halata ako na parang mahirap mag-form bonds with our fellow students. Something that I found much easier when we are in face-to-face. And now that we're approaching hybrid, I want to advocate for that more to regain a more intimate relationship amongst our fellow students, especially as Paulinians, and more than that, as fellow Filipinos. And for my platform, which I'm also advocating, is a open, at least more accessible education materials, since there are people who found online classes to be something of a struggle when it comes to education due to the constant connection losses. I will elaborate on that later as we move on with our next candidate. Thank you.
So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor standing here in front of you representing the Adhika party here in St. Paul University, Manila. So my name is Angelina De Vera from the College of Business and Management, taking up Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in marketing management. So basically, I'm the current secretary of the Supreme Student Council. That's my name in the whole Polinian community. So back then, I discussed to you about my thought in leadership. So with that, leadership taught me to practice making things better with humility, courage, and passion, rallying people to work for the right visions, and fostering diversity to bring a variety of perspectives. Well, as a student leader, I can offer authenticity in doing things, and of course, as an empowered woman, offer empowerment for everyone. Basically, this school year, I have two platforms. Number one is entitled Abat Kamay. This is actually a um, continuation of the platform of the current SSC. So the main goal of this platform is to lend hands, of course, for the Polinian community in order to address concerns. So this will be done via Google Form, or you may just send us a private message since we want to strengthen our relationship with the students. That's why we are called here as a one Polinian community. Number two platform is entitled SOSA. It stands for State of Student Address. So where concerns will be tackled, needs will be addressed, problems will be solved, solutions will be enhanced, good news will be deliberated, and a sense of diversity will be felt. So with SOSA, it will minimize the amount of dysfunction among both the student councils and the Polinian student community. Thank you.
A Polinian student leader is knows how to inspire others. A Polinian student leader knows his identity, and a Polinian student leader knows when to listen. I am Earl David Ong, running for the Supreme Student Council President for academic year 2022 to 2023. I'm currently taking a Bachelor's of Science in Computer Science, and a little leadership background for me is I was the president of the student council of St. Augustine School when I was in junior high school, and now I'm running for the presidency of our university, SPU Manila. I advocate for the Polinian identity. Being a student leader, we should know what our identity is, and of course, pag alam mo yung identity mo, dapat malaman din ng mga taong pinapamunuan mo yung identity na yon. Kasi because the Polinian identity, it's really rich when it comes to the culture and of course with the interaction that we can share. This year we have hybrid interactions, online and physical, and I advocate for the interaction that we can have. The first platform that I have is CLAP, Create, Learn, and Play. Actually, it is a leadership training for all of the SPC schools in the metro, including all of the Polinians. Kasi way before we have this kind of congress or training with every Polinian students across the Philippines. Next is Aktibong Paulino. It is a monthly theme that I'm proposing to have activities that will focus on the holistic development of each and every student, Polinian student in St. Paul, Manila. And we have, as Katrina said na meron sa kanya is yung hope na mas maganda mag-lead with hope, not fear. Kay Carla is madami tayong connections with regards to other international and local na speakers if my workshops. Kay Josie, advocate siya ng 5Cs. 5Cs natin, and si Edric naman focus on the online learning delivery or kung paano makaka-help tayong student leaders in terms of education. And then naman si Angelina is yung SOSA or yung how we the student council can listen to the hinanakit ng mga Polinian students. And now sa tingin ko yung sa akin talaga is without their help hindi kami makakapag-build ng relationship with you, the Polinian student body of St. Paul University, Manila. Because I think that the past years nakinig kami, and now we are ready to make a relationship with each and every one of you. That's all. Thank you.
Polinian identity. That is what I am aiming to preserve. Aktibong Paulino, a way to help students develop holistically through active social participations through monthly themed activities hosted by the Supreme Student Council. CLAP, Create, Learn, and Play. An echo of the 20th Leadership Training Congress hosted by St. Paul College Pasig and the SPCEM. It will promote interaction between students from different SPC schools across the metro. It will be a great opportunity for us to communicate with different SPC schools and exchange ideas that will help us in the future.
Hi, I have two platforms. Number one is entitled Abot Kamay. The main goal of this platform is to lend hands for the Polinian community in order to address concerns. Number two is entitled SOSA, which stands for State of the Student Address. This will be done every semester to fully utilize the term properly and efficiently.
Project Turo. The goal is to help both online and offline learners by giving a G-Drive link so that we may learn from our higher batches. And if also possible, we may get other students who are willing to give lessons to give further clarifications on certain topics.
Lead by Example, a campaign that is focused on engaging in collaborative activities that helps our fellow Polinians go back to our core values. And since we're hoping for hybrid classes this school year, we hope to see you in all the activities that we prepared both in person and online.
Hi, I'm Carla May Tolling from BSN1. I'm 18 years old and I'm a Taurus. So here, and here are my qualities as a leader. Now, here is my platform. Connect, create, collaborate. Say goodbye to boring talk-filled webinars. Learn skills not just by simply listening, but by connecting, creating, and collaborating.
And these all are my characteristics as a student and as a leader. My platform is called Polyfest. It may sound very common, but I want my co-students to be engaged in a fun, exciting, and interactive event. My goal for this platform is to serve as a breather for the students since they have been very busy and stressed throughout the semester with their academics.
Ating first panelist po ay si Sir Kerwin Fortes. Ayan.
Ang haba na pala talaga ng buhok ko. Sige, bago magtanong, kikwento lang ako ng something personal. Kasi huli kong pagupit, Feb 2020, yun din yung huling buwan. At tama, bago nag-close sa mga establishments due to Taal, volcano, and the pandemic, diyan ako nagpapagupit sa Rob. So, ganun nakatagal ako, hindi nakabalik dito sa school. Hello, welcome back sa akin. Yan. Relax tayo ha. Kaya let's speak in a more comfortable language. Wag din nating gawing masyadong formal para baka mas magawa nating maintindihan tayo lahat ng mga kapwa estudyante natin kung ganito tayo kakomportable magsalita. Okay. Simulan natin sa pinakasimula. Curious kasi kami ni, anong tawag nyo kay Ate Lottie o Miss Lottie? Ate Lottie. Curious kami ni Ate Lottie ninyo kung paano ninyo nabuo itong grupo ninyo. Kasama doon sa pagbuo ninyo as a team, paano nyo napagdesisyonan din yung sino ang tatakbo bilang presidente, ganyan. Ayan. Sige, baka may gustong magsimula?
So good afternoon po once again, Miss Lottie and Sir Kerwin. So first of all po na buo yung team namin, yung Adhika party po namin. Collective po siya because of the Supreme Student Council, the former Student Council, and then we expressed our willingness to serve nga po institutionally. And then sa positions naman po, it actually took us a while, pero sundo-sunduhin po kami. Nagkaroon po ng Google Forms din na Google Forms din po kami kung anong gusto namin personally. And then yun naman po, maganda naman yung results naman po actually. Nag-ano po siya, nag-align din po siya, parang isa lang yung may gusto mag-president, isa din po yung sa vice president, and same with the other positions po. Yun po.
Okay. Thank you, Earl. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Nakakaloka. Or ano tayo dito? Very informal. Baka naman kasi kinakabahan tong mga student leaders. Huwag kayo masyadong kabahan. Hello sa ating mga manonood. Siguro, follow-up question lang din yun, Sir Kerwin. Kasi napansin ko, di ba, sabi nyo nga na nagkasundo kayo sa mga possessions nyo. So like for example, sa treasurer ba from specific course, or for example, sa secretary ba, meron ba siyang, mahilig ba talaga siyang, alam mo, may idea siya kung ano ba talaga ang ginagawa ng isang secretary sa isang group, or for example, sa treasurer ba talagang masisigurado na trustworthy ba siya sa money? Di ba may mga ganong qualities dapat tayo? So medyo meron bang consideration yon kahit medyo pare-pareho naman kayo ng kagustuhang mag-lead sa Polinian community?
With that po, Miss Lottie, I'll ask my individually kung parang bakit po. Para first, sa kanila po talaga galing. Sige po.
Paano nila tinanggap na, ito
Opo.
na ang posisyon ko, ganyan.
Opo. Sige, first po natin si Catherine na from auditor po natin.
Good afternoon po ulit once again. Bakit ko po tinanggap yung position ko? First of all, nung mga siguro mga unang year ko po sa college ng St. Paul, sobrang naging interested po akong mag-join sa gantong council po since gusto ko po talaga maglingkod, mag-serve sa Polinian community. And first time ko din po kasing mag-council sa St. Paul. Pero nag-council na din naman po ako. Naging student council na po ako sa dating school. Bakit po auditor? Auditor po kasi since ang alam ko po sa auditor is assistant po siya ng treasurer. Auditor po kasi auditor po is audit po siya ng mga finances ng council ng school. I can say naman po na I can be trusted with that naman po, and ayun po.
Alright, so good afternoon po ulit. So why did I took up the position of treasurer? So money is quite a sensitive topic po, but don't worry, hindi po ako kurakot katulad ng charot. Okay po. Alright, so okay, so definitely I could be trusted po with money matters because I have experience running as a treasurer ever since back then. And even at our classes council, face-to-face classes pa. And why did I accepted this assignment, or rather this position to me, is because I know that I can handle this pretty well. And what they'll call this, hindi naman record na rich kid, di ba, pag treasurer. Ay, ako ba? Char? Okay po. So, yes, you guys could trust me with all those money matters. And of course, it's not just the money matters as a treasurer. We all have also shared responsibilities and whatnot. Like, if we can see wala tayong PRO and stuff. So, there are many other tasks that we'd like to share and stuff like that po. So, thank you po.
So we have po si Josie, si Joseph Marie sa Zoom po.
Hello po. Good afternoon po to the panelists. So firstly po, before we even decided po our positions, I think Kuya Eric said po na with the student council, we shouldn't look at the positions po for us because as a whole po, as a group, we decided na it should be collaborative and we should help each other and that no one is hogging the whole spotlight po. We should all work together. But for formality's sake po, I chose the position po of assistant secretary because like Carla po and the others, I have had experience po in high school as our student council secretary. And of course, because it's my first time po here in St. Paul studying, and Kuya Edric has more experience as secretary. I chose this po so that I can learn from him also po while continuing to do my job as a student leader. Yes po. Thank you.
Thank you, Josie. Medyo nahiya ako dahil na-mention ako biglaan na hindi handa puso ko. Ayun nga po. Personally po sa position, it didn't really matter much to me since isa tong party. As a group, responsible kayo sa isa't isa sa mga gagawin nyo and sa mga kasama niyo platforms, yung actions, and yung mga mangyayari man throughout the school year. Personally sa secretary, mahilig kasi ako mag-type. Ayun lang yun eh. Simple, satisfying kasi pag naririnig ko yung keyboard ko nagkiklik. Eh, saka din pa, ever since grade school pa, mahilig na mag-take down notes kasi minsan makakalimutan ko, mga pala sinulat ko to. Kasi nakalimutan ko sinulat ko. So magugulat din ako, meron nga pala. And ayun na, ever since then, I've been taking notes. And until now po, this school year, I am the RCYC secretary. So I am confident in my experience as a secretary for the Supreme Student Council. Thank you po.
So hi everyone, I'm running as the Vice President under the Adhika Party here in St. Paul University, Manila. Paulit-ulit ko i-mention yung St. Paul University, Manila kasi marketing student ako, kaya mag St. Paul University, Manila na kayo. So going back with the question, palagay ko po pinanganak ako para manilbihan sa community. Actually po, palagi sa bawat hakbang, ang lalim, di ba? Sa bawat hakbang na hinahakbang ko, mula po sa bahay, palabas, papunta ng school, dala-dala ko po actually yung Polinian identity. And I am proud of it. Actually, ano lang po, kwento lang. Hindi ko po na-expect na magiging Polinian ako. Dumaan lang ako sa labas, sa Pedro Hill, and here I am now standing in front of you, a proud Polinian and a marketing student. Anyway, ayun po. So I accepted this position as the Vice President of the Adhika Party kasi personally po, I can see the dynamic of Earl and Angge leading a community. And what if dagdagan pa natin ng mga sobrang gagaling na students from different colleges here in St. Paul University, Manila. So like literally po, talagang maganda yung dynamic natin. And surely this school year will be as amazing as we are. Thank you.
Ayan naman. Host na talaga ako dito. Hindi. First, background for me, yung presidency is background lang, since kinder 1 pa ako Polinian. So, St. Paul talaga ako, lumaki. And then, grade 5 first kong encounter with other SPC. Tapos nasabi ako na, ano pala yan, yung St. Paul pala, madami. Hindi lang pala yan dito sa Zambales, kasi sa Zambales ako. And then, ayun, lumaki ako ng grade 5, student leader. And then, actually, if I'm going to define myself, halos lahat ng aking learnings natutunan ko in being a student leader, being a leader in the community, in the campus. And then, bakit presidency? Kasi parang gusto kong lumaki pa kasi nung noon pa nung sumasama ako ng leadership training sa Pasig, yung polling din sa Pasig po. Sabi ko, hala, gusto ko ng ganitong activity din. Kasi nakita ko yung mga organizers, parang, ang galing nila. Parang may mga interaction nila sila with other speakers na as in makakapag-motivate sa'yo, makaka-inspire sa'yo. And then, napunta ako sa point na parang, hala, gusto ko rin magkaroon ng ganitong activity sa school. Tapos yun, hindi ko siya na realize hanggang yun lumaki-laki ako na kailangan malaking position mo para maganda makagawa ka ng ganong activity. And that motivated me to run for the presidency in Paul University, Manila. Yun po.
Ay, thank you.
Ayan, wow, grabe naman ang mga sagutan dito, Miss Emmy. Alam mo, sobrang mangpuso ko kay Angge. Alam mo kung bakit? Dahil part ako ng marketing team ng St. Paul University, Manila. At niniwala ako na kahit yung mga nasa Zoom, mga nanonood, mga student leaders, yan, dapat maging ambassador kayo ng sarili nyong school. At let us all be proud to be Polinian. And in our own ways, pwede nating mapakita yon. And of course, as a student leader, ma-showcase natin ang mga core values being a Polinian. Ayan, yun lang ang aking comment na susunod. Pero understood. Thank you, thank you.
Okay. So kahit pa paano, nagawa natin may pakilala natin yung mga sarili natin. At yun nga, nagawa pa natin mas mapakilala nga natin sarili natin base sa ano yung mga naging karanasan natin para dun sa paano yung mga posisyon at may mga magiging responsibilidad natin sa darating na school year. Sabi ko sa iyo, pag sobra ako sa Tagalog, formally. Ngayon, transition tayo towards the present. Pero gagamit lang ako ng medyo technical word, magre-retrospective tayo. Hindi ko lang alam kung nabanggit ko yun sa klase nyo. Estudyante ko po siya. Kahapon ko lang nalaman na tatakbo pala siya. Sa retrospective, nire-review sa mga kumpanya kasi, nire-review kasi ng mga kumpanya, ano yung mga, parang tatlong items lang yan. Parang in the past, so sa perspective natin, etong tatlong tanong na to sa retrospective, ano yung magandang nangyari last year, ano yung hindi naging maganda last year, at ano-ano yung kailangan tutukan at bigyang pansin. Yon. Kasi kaya ako gustong hingi ng sagot ninyo dito sa retrospective na to, kasi baka yung mga nasa plataforma ninyo, baka yun na yung mga naging sagot nyo base dun sa mga ibibigay nating reviews dito sa retrospective. Kasi ito din yung pagkakataon natin lahat, hindi lang galing sa inyo, pero baka marinig ng mga kasama natin dito, ano yung currently nakikita natin. Yon. Kasi baka sa mga maisasagot ninyo mamaya, baka merong maidagdag sa mga nanonood sa Zoom. At kumbaga dito na rin yung parang simula ng maging mas collaborative tayo na ano yung maliban doon sa mga maibibigay ng sagot dito sa retrospective natin, ano pa yung pwede natin bigyan pansin? Yon. So sisimulan muna ninyo ito. So pwede ninyong pag-usapan kung lahat ba muna ng what went well kasi yun what went well, what went wrong, and action items. Yan, ganyan. So pwede na siguro simulan, magbigay muna kayo ng lahat ng mga what went well. Tapos pag tapos na kayo, lipat kayo sa what did not went well, or what to improve, ganyan. Tapos yung action items natin. Yun. So kung sa mga action items na to ay included na doon yung mga naisulat ninyo na sa mga platform nyo, okay lang. Kasi transitioning nga tayo towards your platforms. Sige.
Okay lang kahit isa lang ang sumagot as a group.
So habang nag-uusap sila, kasi kakabanggit ko lang din kay Ate Lottie ninyo na Kaya ako tinatanong din ito is para at least lahat tayo alam natin na bakit ano yung basis ng mga platforms
Parang
nila.
saan sila humuhugot?
Oo.
Ganyan.
Parang ano bang na-experience siguro nila nung last school year para ay ito dapat priority natin to as
Yes.
ano. Or naging okay naman yung project last year, ituloy natin. O yon. So kaya natin tinatanong ito.
Tapos pag hindi effective, X na.
Either X or anong pwedeng gawan ng
i-improve,
paraan.
yeah.
Oo.
Sige po, collective po sana pero they're still writing po. And may mga nasabi naman po. Yung first po is the delay on the announcements of several activities and the lack of interaction when it comes to webinars po, workshops, ganun. Lack of student interaction, social participation po. What more pa, kay Eds naman, yun, oo, oo, yun. Also, I think it goes with Katna din with the platform na yung mental health natin. Naging controversial po siya for the past year, for the past school year, na masyado na burn out yung students and kaya tayo nagre-request ng mga mental health breaks, ganun po. And yun po, and Josie, same.
Yes po. I think the student engagement, like you said, Kuya Earl, I think that needs to be improved on po.
Thank you, Josie. Yun din, yung student, talaga po, student interaction. Medyo nag-lack tayo doon. Pero the good thing for this year is na-develop din siya with the organizations po, with the help of the different organizations. Nagkaroon ng bonding sa student leaders po. For instance, yung University Week po natin, nagkaroon po kami ng time kahit nagprepare po kami ng mga activities, nagbabond po kami, and then yun. Nakakapag-bond. Ito po si Carla, for instance, nakasama ko din po siya noong University Week. And then doon po, yun po yung good thing din namin na nakita. And then a thing that we can improve in the future is the interaction po talaga on how the students can take active part in other activities, lalo na po ngayong hybrid. Kasi, di ba, kita naman po natin na gustong-gusto na rin ng mga students na pumasok talaga sa St. Paul. Kasi being a Polinian, dapat makatapak ka sa St. Paul and then magkaroon ng mga team buildings, for instance po. And then, active participation po talaga.
Add lang po ako dun sa sinabi ng president namin na, ano yun ulit? Magfo-focus po kami dun sa better schedules, dun nga po sa sinabi, yung sa mga nagkulang po na mga nagawa dun sa past year. Then, siguro magfo-focus din po kami dun sa makikinig po kami sa mga sinasabi ng students, sa mga kailangan nila, and sa mga gusto pa nilang gawin. Yun lang po.
Very, very quick na additional lang po. So in terms of the student engagement, we have also mentioned in one of our platforms, yung my platform, the Connect Create, and then also kasama na din po yung SOSA ni Ate Angge. This will help more in enhancing that po. Yes, that will be all.
Okay, thank you so much. Ayun naman pala, Sir Kerwin. Okay, ito naman, very controversial ang ating next question. Kasi ito, nararamdaman ko to dati nung student leader ako. Hello sa mga MASCOM dyan. Hi. President ako dati ng MASCOM. Hello mga Polinians. Okay. Ito ang aking tanong. What's the difference daw ng being a student leader sa pagiging events organizer? Naririnig ko yan. May mga comments na ganyan. Ano bang pinagkaiba ng dalawang iyon?
Of being a student leader, unahin ko po yan sa events organizer. Ang events organizer, siya yung nag-aayos ng program, siya yung mag-aayos ng mga tauhan niya, kung sino gagawa ng mga, PowerPoint po, ganon. Technically, events organizer, yun po, organize. So organize a program, an event. And the student leader, a Polinian student leader, knows how to listen and of course, to make a team work. And a Polinian student leader inspires. For the other, yung mga nasa sakupan niya or mga colleagues niya po, co-workers or co-student leaders, to join him, to join her, para dapat maging inspired sila and then they can work to the way na kung gusto nilang lahat. Isang daan, iisang daan para yan, a student leader inspires. So, yan po.
Hi po. I'll just add something about being an event organizer. This is just a concise answer. So it is making an event successful. That's it. This is a short-term, kumbaga, a short-term plan as an event organizer. While being a student leader is making the community successful. So it is very concise pero deep, kasing deep ng relationship natin sa isa't isa. So being a student leader is a long-term naman. So with that, pag event organizer ka kasi, after the event, you're done, next event. But being a student leader is that pagkabuhay mo, nalaman mong student leader ka, throughout your life, until mamatay ka, student leader ka sa puso mo. Yun lang po.
Nice. Good answer, Angge. Any more? Ayun na, okay na. All right. Thank you so much, Kuya Kerr. Lalagyan ko ng context. Kasi being a student, Polinian student leader, tama si Angge na hindi natatapos sa isang event. Dapat meron tayong sinasabi nilang sustainability, di ba? Parang ganon. Hindi lang natatapos sa mga pinapagawa ng prof, pinapagawa ni Miss Emmy. Parang syempre dapat meron ding lesson or like meron kang mapupulot dun sa ginawa mong yun. At lalabas dun ang core values ng isang Polinian. Okay.
Para kay Miss Emmy ba yung sinasabi mo?
Yan, si Miss Emmy kasi. Ang dami utos ni Miss Emmy, no? Charot. Pero ayan, Kuya Kerr, next question.
Sige. Parang extra question ko to dun sa retrospective natin. And I think magandang opportunity to if there are organizations or organizations in the past this school year that you can commend base dun sa mga parang ito yung ideal na gusto nyo, yung social engagement niya very active, nagagawa niya kahit through a single project lang, na-achieve nila na parang sana kaya, parang you envision na baka kaya din nating i-emulate din yung kanilang activity and all or gawin nyo on a university level. So, are there any organizations who were successful at that and you wanted to emulate it better?
All right. So as for the organizations that we'd like to commend, so for me, since I am actually a member and also a leader of the Polinian Liturgical Animators, PLA. So yes, we would like to commend this organization because in PLA we are actually very active, and before this face-to-face event, we already have had a face-to-face event back then, and pretty much we've got a lot of activities that not just engaged us but also led us even more closer to God, thus emphasizing on the core value of Christ-centeredness and community because of the face-to-face events that we already had. So we'd like to commend PLA for all of those amazing efforts.
Oh my gosh. PLA ako. Alam niyo ba, PLA ako. Talagang nag-anuan tayo dito. Oh my gosh. Polinian Liturgical Animator din ako. So okay, gets mo na, Kuya Kerr. O, PLA daw.
Get ko PLA din ako doon pero hindi kami PLA tawag doon.
CMSB.
CMSB kami
Oo.
naman.
Okay. Tama yan. Kasi bilang part ng PLA, alam ko may mga formations din kayo dyan. Different kinds of mga talks with the sister, ganyan. Okay. Noted. Okay, for the next question. Okay. May isa pa? Individual ang kanilang answer. Okay, go.
For me naman po, I commend po Polinian Psychology Circle. Since I'm a psychology student po, very active po sila in terms of motivation, inspiration, and active po sila sa ma-motivate ng students to do well every day, and sa pag-inspire every day sa students, sa pag-send po ng message para po ma-inspire yung students araw-araw, and ayun po.
Hello po. Sorry, I'm joining from Zoom again. I'd like to comment po because I'm also part of CNAS. They have this program po called CNAS Load Assistance, where they would give or allot a certain amount of load po because of course we're hybrid po and mostly online right now. So it gives assistance po for those who are struggling with online classes. As we all know, it's very hard to have internet connection po. So yes, that's one of the things po that we'd like to work on and help po. Yes. Okay.
Hello? Mic test? Okay, rinig na naman. Yung isa sa mga i-comment ko is probably RCYC, though sadly hindi natuloy ang aming blood drive initiative dahil sa COVID pandemic. I don't know if you know, pero naubusan na tayo ng dugo sa ating mga bank at napuputulan ang aking mic. Kaya nga po, naubusan tayo ng dugo sa ating blood bank and hopefully by next year, matutuloy natin yon and hopefully also with some support from other organizations since this is a pressing matter regarding not only for our school but in the entire Philippines. That's all for now.
So hi again, everyone. I commend the Junior Marketing Association from the College of Business and Management. Number one is because of the increase of enrollees, despite the fact that we are amidst the pandemic. So the enrollees for the CNAS increase. Sila yung may pinakamalaking enrollees nung time ko. And then followed by CAS, CBM, CMPA, COE. So with that, Junior Marketing Association is a great organization. I commend them kasi they are always posting stuff, especially about marketing, about St. Paul. Also, hindi naman nila magagawa yun without the help of other organizations such as ISIMS, PPR, the Polinian, and all. So, lahat naman organizations nag-work well back then. And surely, syempre Polinian tayo, mag-work well tayo until gumraduate tayo. Yun lang. Thank you.
And finally po yun, all our organizations really work po individually, pero mas maganda if they work collaboratively. Yun, ang daming mga activities po na nagawa noon. And I would like to commend each and every organization, specifically ang PLA tsaka ang TP. Kasi sila po talaga yung really nagkaroon din ng active part sa iba't ibang mga activities para ma-involve yung mga students this school year. Pero yun, they really worked hard. All of the organizations really worked hard. And I hope na next school year, mas dumami pa yung activities dahil yun nga, hybrid na tayo. Thank you po.
Ayan. Okay, thank you for that question. Ang aking katanungan, may nagtanong from the crowd. May message lang ako. Okay, ano ang worst scenario or worst problem sa student government na maaaring harapin nyo bilang isang student leader na masasabi nyong magpapalabas sa creativity, problem-solving skills nyo. Yun. Parang ano sa tingin niyo yung pwede nyong maharap for the future?
Ako muna and then pa ano naman. First po, feeling ko yung student interaction po talaga natin. Kami may mga last year po and the previous years naman po ang mga student leader, mga students of St. Paul po is hindi nila gaano alam na meron palang council. And then we would like to work on that kasi napag-usapan din po namin sa meeting na we like to really involve them sa mga activities, ganon. And then para malaman din nila na may council that will help them grow holistically. Yun po, gusto rin po namin na parang yung interaction talaga ng mga students with us, yun po, hindi lang yung parang makikinig lang kami, but we want to build a relationship po.
Okay,
Yun po.
Teka, curious lang ako doon. Paano nyo nalaman na ito yun ang current experience or perspective ng mga estudyante na parang
Yeah, ano ba yung
hindi nila
ano?
daman na may council.
Yeah, ano
Wala.
ba yung napansin nyo? Ano ba yung comment na yan? Ano ba yung,
Mhm.
bakit nyo nasabi yan?
Actually, nung ako po, nung pagkapasok ng St. Paul, pagkapasok po ng St. Paul 4 years ago, yun po ang unang ano ko, parang after 2 years ko po yata nalaman na, ay, meron palang, may student council po pala. Yun, actually personal ko po yun. And then, yun po, ako po kasi yung tipong estudyante na sa likod ng classroom tumatambay. Yung mga nakakakwentuhan. Kami yung mga sinasabay ng teacher lagi. Kaya parang doon ko rin po, yung mga nakakasama ko din yung mga tao sa likod ng classroom. And then yun po yung nasasabi din nila sa akin na, ay may student council pala, ganun. And then during these activities lang na ganito, doon lang po nila nalalaman talaga. And we want to focus on that.
Siguro pwede na lang i-improve yung kanilang communications.
Mhm.
And I believe may mga orgs naman na can work together with you guys
Yes po.
para ano.
May add po.
Okay.
Unang-una po is yung sa mental health crisis or crisis, since we are facing a lot of struggles, anxiety, stress, actually yung iba po, di ba, may depression pa. So with that, ito po yung talagang malaking problem na kinaharap namin the past school year, and surely ngayon po meron pa, pero we're hoping naman na mawala na siya since we are in a hybrid setup. So pag may mental health crisis or crisis kasi tayo, ang reason is overloaded yung works natin, overwhelmed tayo sa mga ginagawa-gawa natin, and yung mga unexpected things since we're facing this pandemic, yung death, yung illness, etc. So with that po, as a student, Supreme Student Council, and I'm currently the secretary po, di ba? So, marami po kaming nagawang ways on how to help students, kumbaga, to cope up with this kind of situation. And para naman maramdaman nila na kahit nasa four corners lang tayo ng kwarto natin, we're still here, we're still helping each other, willing to help, willing to serve, and willing to listen no matter what happened. Thank you.
All right. Meron pa?
Just an additional po. Also, we did notice that during this period, it is actually the transitional period from online classes to physical classes. So in other words, hybrid. I can actually see that there'll be a lot of changes and a lot of things that we need to adapt to since we're on the transitional period. Parang puberty lang yan, di ba? Yung transition from being a child to being an adult is normally a difficult stage. Quite the same thing for us, which is why I believe that in our team, we have a really great adaptability quotient, which is crucial po in these times that we are already adapting to more hybrid events, and we'll make sure po that we'll address the concerns that students will be facing in terms of this transitional period that we'll be having for our school. That would be all.
All right. Thank you so much. Eto, Kuya Kerr, ang next question ko very medyo matatouch ang mga social issues. Kasi syempre ang Apollonian leader syempre very aware din talaga siya sa social issues. Meron tayong pakialam, 'di ba? Hindi lang tayo natatapos sa 4 na sulok ng eskwelahan technically. But ito, ang tanong ko is, ngayon nasa digital era na tayo, very talamak ang fake news, di ba? Very laganap ang disinformation at misinformation, lalo na sa social media. Like, do you have any programs, or how can you help your fellow Polinians combat trolls, combat fake news, combat kasi syempre, di ba? Parang training ground tayo bilang kayo mga Gen Z na ba sila, Kuya?
Yes po.
Ayan, Gen Z, part kayo ng Gen Z. Parang training ground nyo to eh. Parang kayo, future leaders. Baka sa inyo, isa sa inyo may gustong tumakbo sa, di ba, sa national or local. Pero di ba parang, ito yung training ground natin for us to decide, for us to pag-isipan kung sino ang, at kung ano ang mga nangyayari talaga sa labas ng eskwelahan. So, yan, go Earl.
So yun po, with fake news po, we would like to inspire the people to be like Saint Paul, like defender of truth po. Dapat a concrete way for us to eliminate fake news is fact checking. Ayun, previous episode po namin yun with the podcast on how to fact check po talaga. And yun po, we gusto namin maging advocate din po as yun nga advocate. We are advocates. Yung advocacy po namin is Polinian identity, and with that po is like being Saint Paul, a defender of truth, and then of course dapat mas maging malawak po yung pag-fact check namin, and we can utilize social media to instrument for fact checking, hindi lang po misleading information. Yun po.
Ito, Earl, ganito. Situational tayo dito. Paano kunyari may kaibigan ka, o kunyari kaibigan mo, Earl, nakita mo sa Facebook, nag-share ng fake news. Tapos, friend mo siya, o how would you communicate with him or her?
First of all, check ko po kung fake talaga yung news or since we need to be updated personally. And of course, friend ko siya, and as a friend, meron kaming relationship talaga, we communicate well. Of course, isi-chat ko siya agad. Directly, fake news tong na-share mo. Tapos, syempre, bilang isang citizen na may pakialam sa bayan at yung isang Filipino na may paki sa bayan at nag-advocate tayo ng truth, dapat alam natin kung paano natin i-educate yung kaibigan natin. Since yun nga, kaibigan natin siya, may common ground tayo, and then dapat mapag-usapan natin na walang anything bad between that. Yun, I will talk to him or her, and then sasabihin ko na, pre, ano yan, fake news yan, and then baka may iba pang maniwala, and then which is maglilid talaga in a distribution of fake news talaga po. Yun po.
Ayun. Tama. Kasi communication is key pagdating sa ganyan.
Has anyone among you experienced that exact situation? And may someone share ano yung
Paano nyo siya na...
regardless ng ending, pero syempre we wanted to know what your experience was.
Personally po, marami akong na-encounter. So, I have almost 4,000 friends sa Facebook. Konti lang naman sa Instagram, tsaka Twitter. Follow niyo ako. Nag-promote. Anyway, I have almost 4,000 friends sa Facebook, and surely marami doon nagpapalaganap ng fake news. So, nung una, I did was unfriend them. Pero as time passes by, na-realize ko why. Bakit ko sila ina-unfriend? Why not teach them? Why not enlighten them? Why not influence them? Because we all deserve it. Hindi naman to para lang sa akin. Hindi ito para sa family ko or sa Polinian community. This is for everyone. Especially, alaganap nga ng election, ng fake news. So, with that, kailangan natin mag-influence ng other people. Sa experience ko po, nung una nag-unfriend ako, pero nung pangalawa, hindi na. I kept on sharing reliable facts galing sa reliable sources. Every time na mag-share siya ng something fake, lagi po akong nagko-comment or pini-PM ko siya privately. Pero I don't know if na-experience nyo po na close-minded na sila. Pero with that, syempre, as a Filipino, as a Polinian, hindi ako sumusuko na turuan siya, na-educate siya, na-enlighten siya, at influence siya na ganito ang tama. Ito ang tama, ito ang totoo, dahil deserve natin lahat ng totoo. Yun lang po.
Thank you, Angge. Any more? Okay na?
To add lang po sa sinabi nila, as a student leader po, it is our responsibility to remind each of the students, each of the people to mag-fact check po muna bago maniwala sa kung ano mang news na nababasa po nila. To heads up na lang din po to remind them na sana mag-fact check po muna ng mga reliable source bago po sila maniwala sa mga news. Ayun po, bago po sila maniwala sa mga news na nababasa po nila. Ayun lang po. And Josie wants to say something.
Yes po. Hello, everyone. So
Question, asan ba si Josie?
Oh, I'm in Saudi po. I'm in Saudi.
Nasa Saudi. Hi, sis.
Yes po. So yes po, like Kuya Earl said po about Polinian identity, and of course our advocacies po for our core values, which is, for example po, for community. As a Polinian po, you're responsible for your community and spreading, of course, factual news, and you're responsible for, protection of people, justice, peace, and for example po, for charity, another Polinian core value, we approach them po if ever they shared fake news with a warm and hospitable nature. So of course, once they share something, you don't approach them po with very hostile and angry manner, saying na, oh, your news is fake, and saying like very, very mean words. Of course, as a Polinian, you integrate as we want po. We integrate our core values as like community, charism, and charity po. We approach it po as a Polinian. Yes po.
All right. Thank you so much. Any more? So yung nagtsikahan kami. Okay. Siguro, pa-end na ba tayo, Miss M? Siguro, last question na natin. Okay. From us na lang. Siguro, 'di ba, ang true leader talagang true leader makes new leaders, 'di ba? You would inspire them to serve. Meron ba kayong program or legacy na pwede nyong mai-share sa mga susunod na mga leaders? Or like for example, meron ba kayong message sa mga, ayun na lang, message na lang sa mga future leaders dito sa Polinian community? Kahit as a group na lang, total meron pa mga questions yung Eva.
So first po yung programs natin with regards to the students is yung parang yun nga the leadership training or leadership congress across the metro, or hopefully kung makaya natin buong Philippines with the SPC schools po. And then our message would be coming from Edric. Okay.
Ang message po namin for all upcoming leaders or those who aspire to be a leader is, first, of course, nakakatakot siya. But you need to take your first step. Hindi ka abante kung hindi ka gagalaw. And speaking of abante, meron din kaming mga leadership programs. And ayun yung magiging legacy namin. We want people to first be honest with themselves if they want to be a leader. Because you don't become a leader with half a heart. If you want to serve, you do it from here. Okay? Mayroon pa ba tayo dadagdag, mga kaibigan, mga mamamayan? Josie?
Yes po. I think po our platforms, we don't want it to end with just us. So obviously those upcoming student leaders, we want our whatever legacy we leave to stick with them po, and not just stay with during our time of leadership.
And lastly po, we would really love, or we would like to lead with hope, not with fear. Hindi puro empty promises. And we would just really like to build a relationship with our fellow students para makita nila yung work na nagagawa natin, and baka parang ako ma-inspire with that kind of work, and then mag-hop on being a student leader. Yun po.
Ayan. So thank you so much, candidates, and thank you so much for our panelists. Now we also have questions from our audiences, both live and online. So first, our online question. We will be calling Miss Faye Baldemore in Zoom for her
Hello?
question to our candidates.
Ate Jazz, narinig po ba ako?
Yes, Faye.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello po. Hello SSC, Earl, and buong SSC. I am Faye Valdemore from the College of Arts and Sciences. And naisip ko lang talaga tong question now. Pero I was planning to do something about this forecast. Pero I think kasi it would be great help kung hindi lang siya for the students under the college. Ay, sorry po. Wait lang. Wait. Hello, hindi po siya for under lang siya ng College of Arts and Sciences, but for the whole Polinian community. So just like what Angge said, na hopefully mawawala yung anxiety, depression since face to face nga or parang magiging hybrid na. So also yon the big transition from online classes to face, this means parang another adjustment siya for not just for the students but also for teachers and lahat ng buong facility ng St. Paul. So with this, very pressuring siya and yung thought nun medyo nakakatakot or nakakaba. So dun sa sinabi niyo po na gagawa ng event or program for engagement or interaction, parang iba kasi po siya sa pagbibigay ng reason or urge sa students na umattend and mag-participate sa isang event or program. So yung question ko po, yung sa sinasabi niyo pong interaction and engagement, paano niyo po gagawa ng paraan or paano niyo po tutulungan yung students na gawa ng paraan yung root or reason nila kung bakit po hindi sila nakikipag-interact. So for example nga po yung sa anxiety, another na rin yung nahihiya sila and all, paano niyo po sila tutulungan? Paano niyo po tutulungan yung Polinian students na ma-develop or magkaroon sila ng urge to participate? Yung pinakakagustuhan po ba? Yun. So when you ask a student po kasi now, why they participate, on possible reasons po niyan is for attendance, for grades, or just because it's monitored. Pero yung question ko po, is there something you can do dito sa ganitong issue? Yung pinaka-reason kung bakit po hindi sila nagpa-participate or yung ano yung magagawa nyo na parang step-by-step process kung paano nyo po ito gagawa ng paraan. So, yun lang po.
Thank you so much, Ms. Faye Baldemore from the College of Arts and Sciences. We don't promise, we work. As Adhika, as one, we are by the students, for the students, and with the students. That's the advocacy since then and until now that we will bring. With that, we will strengthen the relationship of the Supreme Student Council, the College Council, and all the Polinian students, the whole Polinian community. We will deepen our connection, our communication, since we are in a hybrid. So basically, the best thing to do is to talk to them. The best thing to do is to comfort them. The best thing to do is to listen to them. And with that, dun tayo makakapag-create ng solution sa anumang problem. Kasi lahat naman, di ba, communication is the key. With that, a better relationship, a deeper relationship will lead to a great impact, and that the student council and the Polinian community will be as one. Thank you.
To add then on how to make sure that the students will take active part. Much better if hindi pa natin kasi talaga makikita kung ano ba yung experience ng isang bata doon sa activity na yon, and then baka masabi nila, 'di ba, parang bakit ako attend diyan, boring lang naman yan, puro talks. this year, we actually prepared ngayon, actually part ng platform ni Carla na interactive workshops na involve talaga ang mga students with that. And then hindi na siya, yun nga, actually description din ni Carla doon is say goodbye to boring speakers lang na nagsasalita. Pero we actually we advocate for yun nga, para makasama talaga sila. And then once na experience na nila yun, they can share their experience. And then yun, bilang student leader din, parang i-enganyuhin ko din, parang mga tropa ko, sabihan ko din na, masaya to, buddy, mga ganun, di ba? Parang doon nagsistart yung social active participation.
And additional to that, hindi po kami nagpapatama ng mga boring na, So, basically kasi in our proposed upcoming events, so don't just be excited for the hybrid part, but for also some virtual events. In my experience in some events outside school, ang mga nagaganap kasi, it's audience-centered, it's not speaker-centered, which we all find so boring. And the main thing about that is, additionally, it's not just about these interactive webinars that will help develop the skills. We have also prepared po some webinars to help to kind of like help with the mental health part of the students. Like yung sabi ni Ate Kat, the Polyfest, right? So stay tuned. We actually have some other events that will help with them strengthen your mental health and all of that. And I have some kind of plans kasi one of my experiences before, virtual disco. How does that sound like, guys? So just a little sharing and abangan nyo yung mga platforms namin.
That will be all. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that question, Faye. Now for our next question, we have Ms. Kayla Dichanco, the incumbent CAS Student Council President, for her question.
Ayun, ano ba to? Hello. Ayun, so good afternoon, everyone. And as I said, I'm Kayla, the incumbent CAS president. So my question is more on parang as my stand as an outgoing president and my concern na rin para sa inyo kasi we're transitioning now from online to face-to-face. So considering na accustomed na tayo sa online setup, not adjusted but accustomed kasi 2 years na tayo dito. And that we all changed during this pandemic. Meron ng mga nahihirapan mag-socialize, anxious na. And syempre, it's hard to just be with other people kasi nga the COVID virus. And it's parang bagong environment na naman tayo. Babalik na naman tayo sa school. So it's another new adjustment period for everyone. So my question for the incoming SSC lineup is, how will you handle the transition from the online setup to limited face-to-face? Like, paano nyo ipropromote or paano nyo i-convince yung students na it's okay to come back to school again? You have them covered, you have their backs. And that's all.
So thank you, Kayla. Okay, candidates.
About handling transition, I can assure you that St. Paul will be a safe place since nag-F2F na kami actually this school year. Mga ilang rotations na rin. Osmel can also testify to that. And the school practices strictly regarding sa vaccinations. Kailangan vaccinated ka muna. And yung mga facilities itself is also clean. Regarding facilities, clean nga siya. And yung sa mga transition, of course, nakakatakot siya. Babalik tayo sa pandemic. Meron pa rin mga virus na nasa lugar na ito. What if nag-spike? Ayun nga. Within the school, safe space tayo. Kaso, we still need to practice as much as possible social distancing. It's also self-discipline. Paano natin yung magagawa? Well, alalahanin natin muna yung guidelines regarding safety. And after that, within the school premise, kailangan din nating pakita sa ibang estudyante kung ano yung dapat nating gawin. Maintain distancing, always wash your hands, always keep your cards close to you in case meron nga maghanap. Kasi minsan, hahanapin nilang card mo. What if hindi mo dala? Always keep a copy of your card. And, of course, I can't stress enough na hindi madali, of course, na mabalik tayo dito. Ako, unang araw ko nung face-to-face, kabado ako dahil baka nga mahawaan. Pero napakita naman ng school na ito na matunong lugar siya, hindi madaming tao dito at na-handle nila yung schedule just fine. Malalaman na lang natin if it happens and when it happens, we'll be there to assess and improve on the quality of the school experience of the students.
Wait lang let me reinforce your question. And rephrase na din. Kasi parang for me or in my perspective, pwede ko sabihin hindi mo nasagot yung tanong niya. And doon sa first part ng question mo, actually nasagot mo, but only for the nursing students. So kami, okay, convince kayo as nursing students, pero paano kaming hindi taga-nursing? Kasi ang tanong niya, paano mo nga kami makukonvince na okay? Ano yung mga parang specific activities? Kasi reminders will always be there. Pero yung convincing part is a different thing. So ano yung pwede ninyong gawin as SSC para doon?
Ako po, CVM po ako, and actually wala pa kaming face-to-face gaano, limited po. And then, yun, napapasama po ako dito kasi I really feel yung parang welcomeness and kahit naka-face mask tayo and all. And how will us, of student leaders, convince the students to go back? First of all, have them, remind them of the spark. O kung ano ba talaga yung parang fire within them na parang, ito yung na-miss ko, yung parang interaction, na, yung parang, yung kami-kami, after ng school, pupunta sa D-Cream o kaya pupunta sa Giddies. Yun yung parang way namin na para i-remind them of what our school really is. And then I hope naman na lahat, hindi naman lahat, pero madaming students gusto na talaga bumalik sa St. Paul. And yun nga, sa St. Paul naman, sa part naman ni St. Paul, we can assure you students na St. Paul has never forgotten its tagline na SPUM will always be your home away from home. And this, we will always safeguard your health dito sa St. Paul. Kita natin, yun po, kita naman natin sa effort ng Tipol yun. Yun po.
Can I add something to that po?
Sige, Josie.
Yes, so as Adhika po, we lead with hope, not with fear, like as said po earlier on. And rest assured naman po that as a council, we will work closely with the school. And of course, the school is not going to put anyone in harm's way. They're doing everything they can to assure everyone's safety with regards to the pandemic and everything. So all our activities naman po will be socially distanced with masks and everything. And again, we will work very closely with the school po to make sure that the fear isn't there po. And of course, we can't promise naman po that no one will get COVID kasi if you go out po, obviously, if you don't follow protocols, but as student leaders po and as Polinian leaders, our promise to you is that, again, we will work closely with the school to ensure everyone's safety po and not put anyone in harm's way.
Tama. All right. And ako, I'm volunteering to maybe answer for her also. And this might pose also as a challenge for you, SSC. Siguro ang isang pwedeng pang-convince sa amin, ako kasi teacher ako eh. Isa ako din sa gusto kong bumalik. Old school kasi talaga ako magturo. Ganyan, kahit CS yung turo ko, very theoretical kasi yung subjects ko. Very rare yung programming. So old school din yung approach. One very feasible, convincing activity that you can do is actually create a video na para a day in the life of a nursing student na napilitang bumalik, pumasok, mag face-to-face sa St. Paul. Ganyan. At kung makikita dun sa video na yan, ang daming nursing students na pumapasok, ang daming nursing students na nagpa-follow ng protocols and all. Yun nga sabi ko, reminders will always be there. Pero yung pag naramdaman nila na kung sa inyo pa lang, na there's nothing to fear, nakikita sa mga estudyante dun sa everyday classes, sa face-to-face sessions nyo, it feels normal. That's already a convincing effort. So I think I'm posing this as a challenge for you kung kaya niyo yun. Kasi that's one step. Ganyan. So parang kung magkakaroon pa ng mga iba pang programs would start face-to-face activities, especially for those with laboratories, that could also be documented. Kasi yun nga gusto namin na nakukumbinsi, totoo naman din yung sinabi mo, na nakakamiss nga yung kailangan parang part of convincing is kailangan makita namin na may magpapakumbinsi sa amin. Okay, so kaya siguro medyo nabibitin ako sa sagot ninyo. Kaya ito, sinasabi ko na. At kina-convince naman ako kanina na nakikinig nga kayo. And I think that's one practical solution that you can provide. Thank you.
Noted that. With noted po, sir.
Ayan, so thank you for the questions. And another Polinian leader, Ms. Kate Ignacio, the incumbent PPR student president, would like to ask her questions to the candidates.
Hello. Nakawak ko naman ako ng mic, di ba? Gusto mo yun. Anyway, may dalawa yung questions ko. I hope that's okay. Yung isa, I'm going to be asking in terms of me being a student. Kasi since freshman year, na-observe ko na parang maybe it's not just me, baka ibang students din, na parang mas active pa yung respective college councils namin instead of mas naririnig namin from SSC, ganyan. And with that, I want to ask, how can you make sure na consistent yung magiging plano nyo, na continuously would be happening? Hindi lang siya sa umpisa nangyayari or during uni week lang kayo lumalabas, ganyan. And for the communication naman, how can you make sure nakakausapin niyo rin yung mga students, not just the student leaders? Yun yung first question ko.
First question. Nakasulat ko dalawa na. Pero yun po, ang first is, yung personal platform ko po is Aktibong Paulino. It's just a monthly theme. Parang we prepared, actually nakasulat na yun. Naka-prepare po na per month, meron tayong events. Meron siyang, target ko is may launching and culminating activity siya. Bale, first, kunwari sa August, it will focus on buwan ng wika, since yun ang theme natin. Sa September naman, science and math, ganun. Para ma-target talaga. And then, every month may ganun, para ang target natin doon is holistic development of the students. Yung sa communication naman, sige. Oo, sige. Yun. Yung sa may naman, yung parang sa college councils yung mas active. We can actually set kumustahan regularly with the college councils. Kung ano ba talaga yung parang gusto din nila or gusto ng mga nasasakupan nila, para if ever gusto nilang maging mas malaki yung gap nun or mas malaki yung sakop nung ganun, we can do something about it, di ba? Parang, kunwari sa cast, parang may gusto sila na movie, parang movie therapy and all, we can actually do that institutionally and then ma-open natin yon in a regular kumustahan with all of the student leaders then. And of course, hindi lang naman din tayo yung mga nasa taas, yung parang actually may mga tropa-tropa din tayo. And then doon maririnig din natin yung mga gusto ng iba pang mga students. And then through those connections, those built relationships na, I think we can have an event na parang student-centered talaga. Yun po.
Okay, so yung second question ko naman, I'm going to be asking as a PPR president kasi I feel like yung mga other students, especially senior high, they don't know much about extracurricular organizations. So how do you plan to empower the advocacies of all organizations, co-curricular, extracurricular, pati yung mga advocacy orgs? Kasi nga, ayun nga, may mga ibang students na hindi nila alam na it's existing.
Yes. Ako muna first answer. Kasi napag-usapan namin to actually with the organizations. Kasi ako, personally, kwento lang, Ang organization ko is PLA and then TP. Noon, hindi talaga ako magka-college dito sa St. Paul. Pero because of those organizations, it really helped me to stay in St. Paul. And then that's a good thing na ma-market natin to, or parang isang good marketing strategy siya actually. Pero yun nga, personally, much better if ma-open talaga natin yung council with the senior high school. Sino ang makakagawang much better nun kundi yung mga nag-senior high school din dito sa St. Paul, kasi syempre we have first hand, kami ni Angge, sila Kat, and nakita natin kung ano ba talaga yung kailangan since dito tayo nag-senior high school. And then yun nga, we can have a representation then with them para makita natin kung ano ba yung what you call this, yung kailangan nila para ma-market natin yung mga organizations natin, for instance PPR, TP, yan. And then ano pa ba yun? Nagkaroon din ako ng mga friends ng grade 11 and grade 12 because of the orgs then. And then what more na mas magandang ma-market sa kanila through yun nga, kung ano ba yung nagagawa natin sa mga orgs. And I think much maganda din if we work with these existing orgs nga para magkaroon pa sila ng activities na makaka-involve talaga with the students para may mga makukwento sila sa ibang mga friends nila.
Yes, I'd like to add a little something and a little story din po. So I'm actually a freshman, recently graduated from senior high school in St. Paul University, Manila, and I have first-hand experience of this one. So when I was a senior high school back then, I felt no connection to the college councils, not at all, literally. Kasi the main thing that I noticed as a senior high school back then, karamihan ng mga events and programs is nasa college lang talaga siya tinetailor. And the senior high schools were we kind of felt left out, honestly. So with that, since I have firsthand experience of that, I would like to change that in our platforms po. So in terms of our upcoming events, it's not supposed to be exclusively for the college peoples only, but also we'd like to include the senior high schools then. And then report about representations from the senior high school students, and wala silang actually college councils and whatsoever. So we kind of like give them a seat at the table. Yes, that's the term. So no one's left behind, and everyone has a say in all of these things.
Okay, so thank you so much, Kate and candidates. Speaking of senior high school, we have questions from the senior high school students from the Polinian.
Hi, hello po. I'm Elami, I'm the assist po from STEM. I'm a graduating grade 12 student. So, ang batch ko po this year will be graduating, and we're the batch po na hindi po naka-experience ng face-to-face this St. Paul. Bibilangin po, pangatlong beses ko pa lang pong nakatapak sa school ngayon. And through nung 2 taon ko pong experience sa St. Paul, ang naging way ko lang po, since virtual, ang naging way ko lang po to connect with other students like colleges and other is organizations. I'm a part of TP, PDS, and Astronomical Society. Pero what I've noticed for the past 2 years is that the senior high school department has felt a bit excluded, a bit detached from the activities. The only involvement that I remembered was the university week, and that was the most participation we had. So my question for the party is, what is your action to this problem? Since I have noticed na since nag-post po yung SSC sa kanilang Facebook page yung mga incoming officers, many of them are from the senior high school department. So how will you address this problem, and how will you help them transition since they led from the online to the face-to-face environment? What is your action regarding this?
Thank you so much. With this kasi, first of all, we would like to to express na kami din na experience namin na hindi makagraduate actually ng face-to-face, pero nakita naman natin yung effort ng St. Paul na nagkaroon tayo ng first online graduation yung sa atin, no? Yung parang yun, nag-effort talaga ang Tipol with that. And then with the programs and platforms with regards to the senior high school department, first we would like to establish muna representation sa senior high school, kasi as college students, we don't want to, parang gumawa na ng isang activity na hindi naman talaga kami sure kung gusto talaga ng senior high school. So first, we would like a representation from them, and then that representation will confer with us, and then we will help them to make that. Kasi medyo, how can I say this na medyo controversial kasi talaga yung relationship with the senior high school, and then sometimes we really have a hard time in some proposed activities with senior high school. Pero this year, we will push through the representation para bago matapos siguro yung SEM natin, ng first SEM, meron tayong magawa kaming SSC sa senior high school. Kasi yun nga, na-experience namin yun na hindi nga rin namin alam na may SSC noon. We will work on that. Kasi yun nga, maganda nga na parang ikaw, di ba, or sa org, naging active ka sa org, and then nagkaroon ka rin ng mga families and friends, and then we will work on that because that will benefit you and of course the org and of course the community. Yun naman po.
Yan. So thank you so much. And our next question will be from the previous case Student Council President, Ms. Rai Gandamra.
Hello everyone. Hello, it's nice to see familiar faces. So, hello. My question points to, of course, mental health, since I'm a psychology graduate. So, mental health, since this is a critical to overall health, right, diba? So, being a student leader requires a lot of work and effort, and sometimes this puts you on the verge of burnout and stress. So what are the things you can do as a role model student leader with a positive mental health or mental wellness that you think other students can emulate?
Thank you for that question. I think the most suitable to answer that question is Kath, because when we had our meeting last month regarding our platforms, Kath advocated for mental health, di ba? Sige, Kath.
As a psychology student din po and as a student leader, I would advocate mental health siguro po through platform po. Since may platform na po ako ngayon na Polinian Festival or Polyfest, and the main goal of that platform po is to help the students in relieving their stress or anxiety, since ang pinaka nakaka-stress po ngayon is yung studies, the semester po. So, ang main goal po ng platform na yon is to help the students para po maging active pa po sila, maging active pa po sa social participation, and ma-promote pa po yung ma-promote pa po yung mental health well-being nila, and yun naman po yung gusto nating lahat mangyari. So ayun po.
Ayan. Siguro, suggestion ko na lang din siguro kay Kath. Total, sabi mo nga psychology student ka. Siguro, actually ngayon, madaming mga organizations na you could team up, you could be partners, na can give free mental health consultations, ganyan. So, very madaming mga orgs na ganun ngayon. So, siguro, baka pwede mong as psychology student, pwede kayong itry niyo yung ganung project.
Thank you po, Miss.
And so, thank you, Ate Rai. Thank you, candidates. And for our last question, from Mr. Absi D. Gonzalez, the previous SSC President for the academic year 2020-2021.
Hello. Actually, tatlo yung tanong ko, kaso isa na lang daw, sayang eh. So, ito na lang. Siguro, how would you strengthen the ties between college and the senior high school department? Given ganyan yung situation na walang sariling government yung senior high school, how would you reach the students?
Sige. Ako muna. Thank you, Kuya Absidy. Actually, nasulat ko na siya sa notes ko before. Kasi last year, as a Leo, nasulat ko na siya and ito siya actually. Gusto ko talaga, ang number one ko talagang goal, ito plans, is to strengthen the relationship of senior high school department and college through the establishment of the Senior High School or the SAHS Council of Presidents. Kasi when I was in grade 11 dito, we actually had a Council of Presidents. And doon ko na-meet si Angge. President siya ng St. Anthony and ako president ng St. Patrick. And then doon nagkaroon kami ng isang ng activities. And then yun din yung nasabi ko kanina with Miss Diasis nga na parang a representation with the college councils. My goal as a Polinian, my goal is to really establish this Council of Presidents nga na between the senior high school, the grade 11 and grade 12 para magkaroon talaga sila ng representation and ma-voice out nila kung ano talaga yung gusto nila, and then yung activities, they can be self-governing, they have their vested powers upon them para silang magkaroon din sila ng activities na parang sa college na makaka-enjoy or magkakaroon ng interaction and active participation ang mga students ng senior high school. Would you like to add, guys? Josie, would like to add?
I think you've said everything naman na, Kuya.
All
Go,
right,
Ate
thank you,
Andy.
Josie. I'll just add a concise answer with what Earl said. So Earl said that we want to strengthen our relationship with the senior high school department and the college department. With that, we encourage the senior high school students to be part of the organizations because everyone is welcome. For example, me, nag-senior high school ako here, and then hindi na ako umalis, di ko maiwan yung St. Paul. So based on my experience, talaga namang kapag nilapit mo yung sarili mo, pag ikaw din yung mismong naglagay sa sarili mo sa isang lugar na gusto mo, magiging close din kayo sa isa't isa. We need engagement sa isa't isa, especially tayong mga colleges na medyo nafe-feel kasi ng senior high na nala-left behind sila. Pero hindi yon. Hindi namin kayo iniiwan. We are here, we are listening to you guys, and we promise na this school year, lagi kaming narito para sa inyo. We also encourage everyone to take their college courses here in St. Paul University, Manila because we offer the best courses here. So pag nandito yung course nyo, grab nyo na. Kasi here, you'll feel at home. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much to all of our audiences that asked their question and to the candidates who answered all of their questions. So again, let's give them a warm round of applause. And so thank you so much for the interesting and versatile discussion. And then, grabe, tanda-tanda ako yung harapan last year, no, Tin? Grabe. Makikita mo yung level, kung gano'n nag-level up ang mga student leaders talaga natin, mas nagiging aware sila, kaya alam na nila kung ano yung kailangan baguhin, ano yung mga kailangan ayusin, and they really aspire to do better each day.
Kaya nga, Jazz, nakikita ko talaga yung growth ng student leaders natin sa way din ng pagsagot nila. Kasi I remember, no, kasama natin si Angel last year, nagle-level up talaga yung sagot niya, no, every election. Ayan. So thank you very much, candidates, for being a good example to our students. And thank you, panelists, sa magagandang questions na binigay nyo sa ating candidates. For the awarding of the certificate to our panelists, may I please call on Ms. M. Gay Valeriano, Head of the Student Welfare and Development Office, to award the certificate to our guest panelists.
Okay, thank you very much to our dear panelists. Pakipalakpakan naman natin ng mga panelists, Polinian panelists. So, St. Paul University Manila, St. Paul University System awards this certificate of appreciation to Mr. Kerwin Fortes for sharing his knowledge and skills as a panelist in the PSG Harapan 2022 at St. Paul University Manila, given this 29th day of April in the year of our Lord 2022, signed Jasmine Maria Patricia F. Calao, SSC President, and yours truly, the Student Affairs Office Head. Good afternoon and thank you to our dear panelists and of course to Miss Lottie Elemi Abad for being also our panelist for this afternoon. Palakpakan natin ulit. Picture taking daw tayo.
Wow, yung isa pa. Yung kay Sir Kerwin rin po. Thank you po. Thank you to our panelists.
Now, may I call on my partner, Miss Jasmine Calao, the President of the Supreme Student Council, for the announcement of the PSG election, followed by her gratitude message.
And so good afternoon, everyone. I will be announcing the schedule for the PSG election that will begin next week. So on May 3, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., the forms will be answered by the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Education. For May 4, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. will be for the College of Business and Management. And lastly, for May 5, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is for the College of Music and the Performing Arts and the College of Nursing and Allied Health Sciences. So I will be contacting your college council presidents regarding the form link so that on your voting day, they can assist you properly. So we hope to have a fruitful and successful election period next week. With that, I would like to reiterate my message last Monday during our voters education webinar. We hope that, like with our national elections that will be held on May 9, you will be able to discern the best leaders for our future. The Polinian community deserves leaders that will prioritize the welfare and the concern of all its students. Don't forget that good governance starts with us. And as student leaders, let us serve our fellow students and echo their voices. I would also like to thank everyone who made our second face-to-face event for this school year possible. First and foremost, Sister Evangeline Anastasio SPC and her council, Ms. Elmgay Valeriano, the head of the Student Welfare and Development Office, and the SSC moderator. Engineer Mervin Sequeña for his technical assistance. And of course, the current Supreme Student Council officers, Christine, Pauline, Queenie, and Ate Ann. I would also like to express my gratitude to our panelists, Ms. Lottie and Sir Kerwin, who agreed to be our guests at this event and has grilled our candidates to showcase how they are as a leader, as a Polinian leader. So thank you po very much. And also to our live and online audiences who took time out of their busy day to be here with us, as well as the running SSC officers who are present here today and has answered all of your questions bravely and diligently. So thank you very much. So I wish all of the running candidates of the Supreme Student Council, college councils, co-curricular organizations, and extracurricular organizations a good luck for the coming week, and know that whatever happens, I would like you to remember this quote from John Quincy Adams: "If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader." So thank you, and Caritas Christi Urget Nos.
Ayan, thank you so much for the inspiring message, Ms. Calao. Leadership involves a set of skills that are learnable. Effective leaders are not born, they are made. By examining your own views on leadership, how you respond to the guidance of others, how people interact in groups, and how successful leaders work with the people, you can be a more effective leader and your group can be more successful and productive. So once again, thank you so much to everyone. Please do not forget to answer the evaluation form that will be sent to the chat box. And to end our event, kindly join us in singing the Polinian Mission Song.
PSG Harapan 2022. We hope everyone had a good time. Once again, I'm Jasmine Calao from the College of Nursing and Allied Health Sciences, the current and soon-to-be outgoing president of the Supreme Student Council.
And I am Christine Pulia from the College of Business and Management, your incumbent and soon-to-be outgoing Supreme Student Council Vice President, your moderators for today. Stay safe, and together we pray for our health and safety. That would be all for today. Caritas Christi Urget Nos.